What up, Rackleaters? This is Homestretch Avenue. That's the Botanical Gardens. And we're in this neck of the woods investigating what's happening here. This used to be the Clifford Anderson Sports Hall. And next door, that's a new government building that I'm pretty sure is going to be a firehouse, a fire station. And there's some renovation work going on here at the Clifford Anderson Sports Stadium. I haven't been in this neck of the woods a long time, so I haven't really seen or know what has been happening here. But up the road, up the street, towards the end of the street, that is the National Cultural Center. Right, that big building behind the trees is the National Cultural Center. This is the Clifford Anderson Sports Hall. This is where basketball and indoor tennis, that is table tennis, tournaments used to be played, but right now it seems to be under construction or under reconstruction or under demolition. They might be demolishing it and building something new. I didn't hear about this in the news, so I don't know yet what's going on. But what I wanted to do today is to bring you an update on what's happening in Houston. That is the development along the Eccles bypass. That is the East Bank bypass road that goes behind Houston and Eccles. You've seen that in the past. Probably will head up there now and see if anything has changed. Passing there goes past the back road, so we're going to take a look and see what has happened to the new banks that were being built. GBTI, I believe, and Nemrara Bank were putting up new office buildings, headquarters on the back road. So we're going to take a look at that. This is the National NCN Communications Network. And next door is the archives. So next door here is the National Archives, and next door to that is the National Cultural Center. Oh no, it seems to be in disrepair. Let's see what's happening up there in the roof. Yep, it seems as if the National Cultural Center needs to be renovated and repaired too, just like the Clifford Anderson. So this is the Walter Rodney National Archives. So all people looking for information on the history of Guyana probably will come to this location, try to find it. The National Cultural Center used to be open to the outside. In other words, there was no fence. So what is new here is that they've built a fence around it. You can usually walk right onto the property from the road, but now there's a gate that closes and there's a metal fence with grating. Of course, the trees are in need of some pruning, but this is new. Putting in this fence is new. Of course, in the distance that's Chinese embassy over there, and that's Orchid Gardens, which I think is probably almost complete. But here we are at the National Cultural Center with its new fence. This fence is actually recent, although it looks as if it's been around for a long time. But this is, so there's a back gate. Yes, there was a back gate separating the parking lot from the rest of the property, but this fence is new. This is the intersection with Mandela Avenue. New highway turned into a 4-lane highway. But this is what the National Cultural Center looks like now with its new fence. It seems to go all the way there, all the way around the building, and was in fact not there. So that's the ad for the matrimony competition, school matrimony competition, but now you have to look at it through the fence. And it's also not as clear. They're gonna have to put these billboards up higher because the fence now blocks the view. That's the old billboard. So that's the National Cultural Center. This is Mandela Avenue, and we're gonna head over to the back road and to the Houston bypass, Eccles bypass road. Let's go. So here we are, guys. This is the roundabout, the traffic circle here at Mandela Avenue, where it meets the back road. And this, I think they're calling this back road now the Sinjan Road. So I guess I'll check on that, see if that's the official name. But this is the two new banks that are being built out here on the back road, side by side. The one with the green is Citizens Bank, and the one that is still unpainted is Demerara Bank. So we want to say what's happened to them since the last time we were out here. See if anything has changed. It seems as if all of the changes may have been internal since the last time, because from the outside the buildings look exactly the same as they did before. So guys, this is close up. This building is still not completed, but I think it has taken on the architecture that Citizens Bank has been using, that they used on their headquarters at South Road and Camp Street, Coral Street. And over here, the Demerara Bank seems to have similar architecture. They seem to be building the same building twice. In fact, it looks as if those two buildings are related to each other. Judging by the architecture, they could very well be both owned by the same bank. But this is the back road at about 7, close to 7 a.m. on Tuesday morning here in Georgetown. And let's look back at the back side of Citizens Bank. The Demerara Bank seems to be in the same condition as it was the last time we were in this neck of the woods. Hasn't really changed. Well, I guess the windows are new. They've put windows on the building, and they've closed up some of the open spaces, although these corridors seem to be still open. Maybe they're going to put balconies there. Maybe that bump in the side is an elevator shaft. Or maybe not. So that's what's happening here, guys. On this neck of the woods, on the back road. There is another building being built next door to Citizens Bank. Don't know what that building is, but as soon as I find out, I will let you know. So guys, this is taking another look at these buildings off of Aubrey Barker. This is Aubrey Barker Road, and sign says South Ruimveldt Gardens. So this is the Citizens Bank. Up the street, that is the New Demerara Bank. I thought those buildings were narrow, but it turns out that they're actually being built on that embankment between these two roads, and that's why they're narrow. This is the new building, apparently under construction. It's been a little further along than it is a little further along than it was the last time I was here. This is Aubrey Barker Road. This used to be the busiest exit route from South Ruimveldt. Now that you have the traffic circle, right, that's the traffic circle in the distance. Now the traffic coming out of South simply bypasses this section, this part of the road, and therefore it's the only useful or accessible. It's the only access point for these people who now live off of the cut-off section of Aubrey Barker Road. Now these used to be government flats or apartments. I don't know if they're still owned by the government. They might be privately owned now, but this is South Ruimveldt. At the corner there used to be a chicken place. This used to be a very busy intersection, the busiest intersection in South, but that Church's Chicken that was located in that building had to close because I guess the traffic went away after they built the roundabout. So the roundabout diverted traffic away from the Church's Chicken. It used to be at the corner there, I suppose, and they closed. So that's some of the what are called negative externalities of development. You built something new and it takes away foot traffic, and businesses close because of course they depended on that for traffic through their neck of the woods. But let's see finally what has happened to the new hotel resort and mall complex and hospital that are being built at Houston. Let's head out there now and check it out. So guys, this is Houston. We're entering Houston. The back of South Ruimveldt Gardens. We want to see what's happening here. Well, not very much has changed. It seems as if they're still working on the foundation. Right, there's a lot of sand, piles of sand. But not much has changed here. This, of course, is where they're building that 4 Points hotel and resort. And it seems as if they've worked on the foundation, but they're not yet finished with that aspect of construction. There are a lot of cars there, so you know there are people on the job, but they're nowhere near completion. Oh, there's actually some workmen too. I can see from this point. So there's some workers on the job and piles of sand, but this 4 Points hotel is not yet gotten off the ground. They're probably still building the foundation. And next door, the mall apparently has not yet started. Next door is supposed to be a mall and a hospital. There's no structure off the ground yet. But all of this, guys, used to be sugar plantation. This was owned by Gaisuko, land that was owned by Gaisuko. And in the 70s, the 1970s, and 1980s, all of this was cane fields, sugar cane fields. I remember back in the 1980s, you could come out of your yards here in South Ruimveldt, you could cross over that little trench that's separated South Ruimveldt from the cane fields, and you could go across and cut some cane, come back home and have it for a snack. But this was cane field. All of this was cane field 30, 40, 50 years ago. And now it's prime land for development. I suppose eventually you're going to have all of these hotels and resorts. In this neck of the woods. This is now also one of the busiest roads because it bypasses the very narrow and congested East Bank, but doesn't go all the way to Mary or to the junction, the Sisdijk Highway Junction. We're going to take a look at it at the point where it's being constructed. It's still under construction in a future video. But that's what's up, guys. That's what's happening here in Georgetown, Guyana. Little update on construction of the 4 Points Hotel and this Sheriff's Hospital and Mall. The foundation work has started, so they're actually putting in the foundation for these buildings, but they haven't yet gotten off the ground. It's a crane there, a crane ready for work and on the foundation and the building. But that's what's up, guys. Want to see more content like this? Click like and subscribe. Share this video with friends and family around the world. Let people know what's happening here in Georgetown, Guyana. Remember, you can subscribe to my other channels. I have 10 channels now. You can also shop online for merchandise, rnbrand.uk, and I have a couple of other companies coming online this week. Is in fact, I have a new company called Olivia's Corner, where I will deliver chocolates and wine and cheese to your home or your office or your date. If you're on a date and you want to order some Cadbury or Godiva chocolate for your date, we'll deliver directly to you. Just check it out online. I'll put the link below in the description. Share this video with friends and family around the world. Let people know what's happening here with Georgetown, Guyana. Later.